I'll never catch him while I'm this small. Why, curious butterflies.
You mean bread butterflies?
Oh, yes, of course.
I start off this makeup with priming my face with the Hydrating Prime and Care Spray from CATRICE Hydrating. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. It is a priming mist that consists aloe vera and matcha tea, leaving a hydrating service. The spray is very fine. It takes a minute or two to absorb the mist before going on to the next step. Next, I mixed two different foundations. They are the YSL All foundation in the shade B40 and the Ordinary Serum foundation in 3.0Y. My summer tan has faded rapidly over weeks of rainy autumn-winter weather in Croatia, so I kind of have to mix the winter light tone with the summer tan tone that I use to make a matching color. Also, the YSL one is in full coverage yet in a dry texture. Meanwhile, the Ordinary one is light coverage with moisturizing texture. So mixing two of them together will give me a fair medium coverage with a good consistency and texture. As we are doing a glossy eye look, I prefer everything else to be kind of like a satin finish. I simply used a damped beauty blender to tap them all over my face. Also, I want to apologize that the lighting of this video is changing quite a lot because the sun is coming out and hiding behind the clouds every 2 seconds. We all love natural sunlight, but it's quite hard to catch in winter, so I hope you understand. Then I use the One Drop Coverage Weightless Concealer from CATRICE Hydrating in the shade 020 Nude Beige underneath my eyes. The shade is obviously a lot lighter than the foundation, so it can give a subtle highlight in the center of my face as well as covering up some large pores around those areas. This concealer is a full coverage concealer, but it really is very lightweight as it claims on the packaging. You can see it is very watery and it doesn't crease on fine lines. Moving on to shading, I use my all-time favorite Hoola from Benefit. Honestly, I nearly never used other shading products since I've got the Hoola years ago. I'm using the face brush from 3CE to apply the product on my cheeks and the sides of my nose. I do not like applying too much shading because I like to keep the shading super natural and seamless. For blush, I am using the GLOSSIER Cloud paint. This is my current favorite blush. I talked about it in my full face of Glossy video. If you're interested in Glossy's products, you can head over to that video after this. I'll link it down below. The shade I'm using is Dust, which is a toned down brown coral nude color. I love how easy it blends out and how subtle it gives a nice healthy shade to my skin. As the eye colors will be quite nudie, I want to keep all colors on my face nudie in order to achieve the monochrome makeup that is very on trend lately. I simply use my fingers to tap it on the apple of my cheeks to my temple as well as across the nose bridge slightly. Before moving on to eye makeup, I powder my whole face with Glossy's Wowder in the shade G5 to G7 to seal all the liquid products I've used. This powder is very fine. It does not leave a cakey feeling, which I really love. Though I did eyebrows microblading, I'd love my brows to be sharper and more defined for this makeup, so I used a brow pencil to enhance the color of my brows. Also, I did a whole video talking about microblading, the before and after, as well as the pro and con. Yeah, so I will also link it down below if you want to check it out. The brow pencil I'm using is the Brow Shaper from MAXFACTOR and the shade 30 Deep Brown. This is the only brow pencil I used for years since I discovered it. I don't know how many times we purchased this over and over again, and you can see this is nearly used up again. I love how thin the pencil is, yet it's super easy to glide on and give an easy handle to draw natural brow hair. I filled in my brow. I draw a defined line on the bottom of my brows and then keep a light hand to draw some upward strokes in the front to create some brow hairs. Then, ta-da! Finally, we are going to do our eyes. Our main point of the whole makeup for today is super easy. For real, I directly just chunk on some lip glosses on my lids to create a glossy eyed look. I know lots of people like doing a normal eyeshadow makeup first and then glaze on clear gloss on top to create the glossy eye look. However, I really want to keep this makeup super simple and monochrome, so I directly apply a brownish nude gloss on my lids as the base color. This is the Plumping Nude Lip Gloss from Essence in the shade 02 Big Softie. Although it is a plumbing gloss, it doesn't stain my lids at all. And this also is my current favorite gloss. It gives such a beautiful, juicy nude lips for daily makeup. Then I topped up with the tinted lip oil from L'Oreal Paris in the shade 02 Sugar Plum, which is a pinky color. I applied the pinky shade in the center of the lids to give a little dimension. Well, that's all of our eyes done. Easy, breezy, beautiful. Cover girl. Anyone grew up watching America's Next Top Model like me? But anyway, I finalized the makeup look, of course, with applying some beautiful nudie lip colors. I haven't changed my lip products for about a year until I discovered these matte liquid lipsticks. They are the Color Boost Matte About Matte Liquid Lipsticks from Essence. I used the shade 01 Dusty Romance as the base color and 04 Matte Matters in the center of my lips. These are hands down the best matte liquid lipsticks I've ever used. They are super matte and really long lasting, so yeah, they are my current holy grail items. Oh yeah, so I forgot to apply mascara, so I check on some mascara from BOURJOIS, the Volume Reveal Waterproof Mascara in black, and yeah, that finish off the look. Yeah, so that's all of this makeup, and this is how it turns out. Thank you very much for watching this video to the end. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, click that subscribe button now, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!